Alright, everyone. It's official now. Cowboy Carter just overtook Morgan Wallen as the highest-grossing country tour of all time, earning an astounding $387.9 million to date. Furthermore, the tour isn't even finished yet. Let's get right into it now. When Beyoncé entered a genre that others were trying to control, she turned everything upside down. Do any of you recall the CMA incident with Beyoncé's performance on stage and the Dixie Chicks? They couldn't bear Beyoncé as she attempted to sing her song, Daddy's Lessons, with the Dixie Chicks, on stage at the CMAs. I recall seeing that in real time. "Y'all can't stand me," Beyoncé stated at that very time. "I'm going to offer you all something that will make you truly dislike me." She also knew she was going to record a country album after that day. Years later, your daughter was back in the neighborhood with a vengeance. There's more to this Cowboy Carter tour than her dancing and singing about tractors. She introduced the culture. Southern tale, a no-holds-barred singing style, and a black cowgirl feel. And you simply had to be there for the pictures, sweetie. It was a work of art. She's creating bridges, fusing genres, and doing it her way, after all. Proud, loud, and black. Even stranger is the fact that she didn't have to get used to country music. They changed to fit her. She did more than line dancing. The country charts showed her moonwalking. She is now enjoying the highest-selling country tour in history. It's not simply a check either. This is a legacy. Power is this. Beyoncé is once again showing everyone that she is capable of doing anything. Hip-hop, R&B, country, and hip-hop, and, as we all know, there are rumors that rock will follow. Beyoncé started the cowboy trend for the culture, which is why I adore it. As we now know, the initial singers of country music were black. All day long, anyone can attempt to make the case. Our country was ours. To tell everyone in that genre that this is ours, she returned to the scene. And we must be honest, Beyoncé walked in and knocked on doors, whether you like her album or not, whether you like country music or not. She honored long-forgotten country music pioneers, such as Linda Martell, one of the first black women to enter the genre. She didn't simply keep it black, though. She honored our girl Dolly Parton and our beloved Willie Nelson. How could you not be in love with Dolly? She continued after that. She brought attention to the just-released black country musicians. After Shabootsie appeared on one of Beyoncé's tracks from her album, his career took off. You know, his hit, A Bar Song, shot to the top of the Billboard charts. Additionally, it held the top spot for 19 weeks. Not to be forgotten is Beyoncé's song Blackbird, which included 4 underappreciated black country musicians: Raina Roberts, Tiara Kennedy, Brittany Spencer, and Tanner Adele. Their careers were greatly aided by this, and they have often expressed their gratitude for being included in Beyoncé's song Blackbird. Not to mention that her Cowboy Carter record won a Grammy. She was now the first black performer to win the award for Best Country Album. You all know that it rocked the table, sweetie. That did not sit well with them. Therefore, the Recording Academy divided it into 2 categories and abandoned the notion of only awarding the greatest country album. Thus, the Best Country Album will be divided into 2 categories, the Best Current Country Album and the Best Classic Country Album. And I really believe that the Grammys changed the format because they received so much criticism from fans of that music or those who were upset that a black person had won Best Country Album. However, whether you like her or not, you must agree. When your girl entered, she did more than merely rock the table. The game was altered by her. However, I am curious about your thoughts on Beyoncé's ranking as the top earner on the highest-grossing country music tour ever. She did exactly as I said when I said that she trod on toes. However, please share your thoughts in the comments section. Let's go on to the next tale. Alright, everyone. As you are all already aware, Nicki Minaj and SZA have been arguing on Twitter, and supporters have been taking sides. It's been chaotic, and academics naturally couldn't help themselves. Like he always does, he dove right in and fueled the flames. There is currently a video circulating of academics who went live and discussed how Drake instructed him to relax since he was in the recording studio with SZA, and she was weeping uncontrollably due to what the academics were saying to her. Given that he just went public with this matter, folks interpreted this as a SZA breakdown of the dynamics between her and Nicki Minaj.
I got on the phone with Drake at 6 a.m. Drake said, yo, Ack, I can never tell you what to do. I respect you. You know, I fuck with you. On the page and be like, we've been through, like, yo, you my God. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been trying to do this album. I'm recording the songs, and I've been locking in with SZA. This is what she's doing for all the dogs. Yo, I'm locking in with her. Yo, she's in the studio crying. Can't do music right now. And the reason is because of what you have said about her. Drake's my favorite artist. This ain't no money thing. This is why that's a moment.
In all actuality, he was referring to 2023 when SZA was featured on 2 of Drake's songs, Slime You Out and Rich Baby Daddy. So, this doesn't have anything to do with her and Nicki. SZA is not breaking down and in tears behind her beef with Nicki Minaj, as some people are assuming, because this clip is kind of misleading and it's kind of confusing. Now, while Nicki kept writing about SZA was pretty quiet. Now, her manager, well, ex-manager and the president of her record label TDE Punch, took to the neighborhood talk and said that Nicki wanted a feature from SZA. And after that, he doesn't understand why Nicki would have a problem with him or SZA. Now, I will say that as Nicki was ranting on Station Head, she was telling her fans that she doesn't even know a SZA song.
No one of your motherfucking songs. Not one, bitch. Y'all, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not even...
Finally, it was revealed that SZA is not only familiar with Nicki's songs, but that she even wanted her to be featured on one of them back in 2020. SZA revealed everything on Twitter yesterday. Nicki, you understand my music and what I contribute. Because you've requested features twice without receiving a response, SZA remarked. Along with rhyming my songs about how I feel, I also fry up the foundation while looking like a kilo. Funny. You're enjoying yourselves. I don't know why, but may you be blessed. These are the texts now. I don't believe they went straight to SZA. Perhaps TDE Punch, SZA's manager. Hey, it's Nicki, nevertheless, said Nicki. Mina, she said yes, they said. How are you? I'm good, they said. Congratulations are in order, and the money was exploding due to Nicki's recent pregnancy announcement. She said, I'm grateful. It is now SZA's recorded. I think she will be awesome on this hook. Yeah, she's really into her album, they added. Forward it. Alright, she responded, I'll send the hook first. I'll transmit the files to you if she's fine with it. According to her, give me a sec. Bet, they say. And on that was it, which exposed Nicki's deception, even if we know about the collapsing or whatever happened. You all know that the Barbs will fight to the death to protect Nicki, and they won't stand for it. They think it might not be a legitimate SMS message. They are therefore worried. Personally, though, I don't think it's phony. It is what it is, in my opinion. She just got caught up in a falsehood, even if she did want SZA to be included on a song. To show someone they are beneath them, individuals may occasionally say anything, even if it is untrue, when they are attempting to make a point. And I think Nicki was attempting to do that. However, if it isn't true, it just isn't true. However, I'm curious about your thoughts on all of this madness. How do you feel about Nicki and SZA fighting? To be honest, I didn't see this on my list for 2025. In the end, SZA isn't an issue. Therefore, I never imagined seeing these two fight. She doesn't seem like an aggressive lady who will argue with anybody. And that was somewhat evident when she started fighting with Nicki. She didn't move back and forth. She was somewhat taken by surprise by Nicki, and she just rolled it out. However, Please let me know your thoughts on the matter as a whole. What do you guys think about people mistaking what scholars said about the SZA issue and her sobbing in the studio for something that happened 2 years ago? However, I'll speak with you later. That's all I have to offer.
Nicki Minaj's phone. It's time. Hand it over. Give us the phone. It looks like Nicki has just added another person to the long list of people she has beef with, and that's none other than SZA. Just really sad because Nicki's legacy is unlike anything else, right? Like, there will never be another Nicki Minaj. But she has torpedoed that legacy, especially over the last few years, so much. She has done herself no favors. And I think somebody in her team really needs to tell her, like, babes, it's time to log off.
This whole Nicki Minaj SZA thing going on, I feel like the real question should not be, is Nicki on drugs? Or is Nicki okay? Or what's going on with Nicki? The question is, what really has happened behind the scenes? Because every single time she comes out, Nicki comes out and she's going off on somebody, ranting and raving, venting and hooting and hollering, there's always truth behind it. Literally always truth behind what this lady is talking about. She's not crazy. She just has an eccentric way of expressing herself, but she's not crazy. So I would like to know, like, what truly is going on and what has been going on. Because normally when she speaks out, it's because she just can't take it no more. She can't take the lying. She can't take the fakeness. So I am pretty sure there's something that has been brewing with her and SZA for a while, and she just can't take it no more. And I would like to know what that is. And SZA's not gonna tell us. But yeah, I want to know, like, what really has happened. What is really going on? Because she's talking about something for real. She's mad at SZA for a reason. It's not for no reason, but I want to know.
Y'all, I don't know. I feel like Nicki's starting to go a little too far. She's sitting here body shaming SZA, calling her fat. And I'm just confused because fat where? SZA body always been T, no shade. Like, okay, Nicki, I get if you have beef with her, okay. But it's really not even giving beef. It's giving one-sided at this point. She really talking to herself. But why do we have to bring body shaming into this? Because at the end of the day, Nicki sat on that table and got her ass done. Everybody don't gotta do that. It's okay to have natural bodies. It's okay to have BBLs. But Nicki just straight up got plastic surgery. She didn't get no fucking BBL because she didn't have nothing to get a BBL with. She was skinny as fuck. So just because you sat on that table don't mean everybody else gotta do that. But I just find that shit weird because we all women. We supposed to be bringing each other up, bringing each other bodies up. Why the fuck is you fat shaming SZA, calling her fat? She not even fat, so I'm just confused. But SZA was kind of eating Nicki up in them tweets, no shade. No shade. She said both my parents are alive and healthy. Ooh! Oh, baby. But I just feel like Nicki becoming too problematic. Like, I can't keep fucking defending her. She's the problem. Like, girl, why are you picking with everybody? Like, you're starting to get bullied.
As an OG Nicki fan, not a Barb, because there's a difference between OG Nicki fans and Barbs. We both love her, but we're obviously different. I'm trying to figure out for the life of me, why is SZA and Nicki Minaj going back and forth on social media? Where is the girl that does the blind item? Because, baby, now is your time to shine. Give us some inside scoop, because that's so random. I would have never thought Nicki and SZA going back and forth. And let me tell you, I love Nicki down. When she right, I defend her when she right. When she wrong, I look at her like, come on, girl. Like, Nicki, please. But can somebody help me understand what the hell this beef is about? I'm not in the industry. You probably watching this, definitely not in the industry. So there's things that we're not privy to know. But this whole beef, it comes off looking very much like bullying and nitpicking. Because I'm just thinking, like, what does SZA really do? Like, all she does is just twirl around, make music, be like artsy and witchy. Like, I just don't see her like being a threat. Like, what? I'm really curious, what the hell does SZA do?